Hi guys, Namaste, Namaskara, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the Jigglypuff Shivani here. I did a 30 days no sugar challenge, and here's everything that I want to talk about of the entire journey, how it felt during the challenge, after the challenge, what made me do the challenge, and all of it I'll be talking about in this video. First of all, why I started the challenge. The 30 days of no sugar challenge, which came to my mind, was very much inspired by one of my friends who was also doing a similarish challenge, which was more on the health side of things, as in, eating clean, doing some movement and workouts, and having like 5K steps or 10K steps per day and things like that. And that is what inspired me to start off with a no sugar challenge. So, when I was thinking about what is that one thing that I will focus on, because when I just see somebody doing a challenge, they focus on multiple things at the same time, They're focusing on eating healthy, they're focusing on moving their body, on doing workouts, on drinking a lot of water, like 4 liters of water per day, 10K steps per day. All of that is extremely difficult for somebody who's not done it before. Avage it's like you're overwhelmed. So you're coming from a space where you're like super overwhelmed and you don't know how you're gonna do it. So I didn't want to go through that overwhelmed while feeling. So I just wanted to start with one thing. And for me, that one thing was sugar. So I decided to skip sugar for some time. And then I tried skipping it for a day or two. It looked pretty feasible. I basically replaced it with jaggery because that was like the easiest way to go with. And I also tried adding honey, but honey you cannot add with everything. Jaggery still kind of performs much better, I feel. Depending on taste buds, also, it really varies, to be honest. After doing all of this experiments and stuff, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do the no sugar challenge. Let's not complicate it. Let's not do too much of something. Let's just fix with the no sugar challenge. And then I'm like, okay, if possible, along with the no sugar challenge, maybe could try doing like a little bit of movement, like as in walking, let's say 1 or 2 kilometers per day, and then let's try hitting at least 5,000 steps a day. So yeah, I came up with this challenge, and I started it off. So the first day was like super difficult because I'm somebody who mixes a teaspoon of sugar with coffee. I like having chocolates after every meal, almost every meal. And then I'm somebody who has a sweet tooth. So I like grabbing some sweet or something if it's just lying around at home. I'm the one who basically goes and I take a piece and put it in my mouth. So I'm like that. Okay. I like desserts. So here I am doing the first day, and I cannot eat sugar, I cannot eat chocolates, I cannot eat sweets. It was difficult. It is not easy. And day one was some huge, I'm like climbing a mountain, and like so difficult for me. But I still managed to get past it. And good thing is I'm documenting it for YouTube, right? I'm posting shots of my first day, like day 1 on 30 no sugar challenge. So I am internally struggling, but I know that an accountability partner here is YouTube and you guys. You guys made it happen. I'm not kidding. So I know I have to come over here and I have to post. And when I know I'm posting authentically and I want to make sure that I am doing this, so whatever I eat, be it salad, be it maida ki roti, whatever I ate, whatever I put in my body, it was on the post. And all of you guys, okay, each one of you, I'm so thankful, have watched the video, have commented and said, okay, this is a good thing, keep it up. Okay, this is not what you're supposed to do, so work on this. Even the idli which I ate, I got comments saying that it's too much idlis that you're eating, it's too much of carbs, so balance it out. So this is what I loved about having all of you as my accountability partners, and that's what made me go till the 30th day. Trust me, I would have given up long ago. Trust me, I really decided that this is too much. Because for me, sugar, sweets, chocolates, ice cream, all of these things are like, you know, it soothes the broken soul, or it soothes the stress that's going on. So all of that, it was extremely very difficult, but it happened. It was definitely possible throughout all the 30 days. More about it, mentally you're more strong, I definitely felt more strong from here. So I'm able to feel less foggy, less cluttered, less like I can make better decisions, because I think it's the sugar which kind of messes up that part of your brain, and you don't feel like fog anymore. You're more in the moment, you're more, into this. Whatever you're doing, you can take better decisions and calls, so that thing is great. And then coming to physical fitness, I also feel like because of the movement and because of the no sugar in the body, also I was able to lose 2 kgs of weight in 1 month, which is amazing. Because I used to go like 2 to 3 days a week to the gym, which means, let's say, about 10 to 12 sessions of gym in the entire 1 month. And without the sugar and with good amount of water intake and movement of around 5,000 steps every day, 2 kgs of weight loss was amazing. And I feel like it is a great way to go. uh, till about 15th day, I was struggling a lot to find something as a replacement for sugar. So like I said, jaggery was the go-to, and I'm not overdosing on jaggery as well. Maybe like half spoon or something in my favorite drink would just help. The challenge was also about replacing jaggery as well. It was so difficult because I can only think of honey and jaggery, or maybe coconut sugar or stevia or something like that. But my main go-to was jaggery, and not even honey that much. I could think of it, but not like too much of honey. And then when it came to my skin, okay, my skin cleared out. I think it just literally was glowy from the inside and outside as well. I just feel like it was more hydrated, it was more clear, there was less acne and all of the marks and everything. It just took care altogether. So the skin was thriving and blooming like a flower. And yeah, that's what happened during the no sugar challenge of 30 days. On the con side, the minute the 30 days of no sugar challenge was over, I kind of gave in to my sugar cravings for the first few days. Like, for example, day 31, 32, 33, which was not on the challenge days, was when I ate my cake, I ate my ice cream and everything. But then, somewhere in a part of my mind and body, I do know that I have done this challenge, so I'm not supposed to give in and eat all of that like that. So there was a conscious part of my mind which definitely kept, beeping and saying ki don't eat so much, it ishton tin beda, like itna mat khao and all of that. So that was a good thing. And right now also, if you see, um I do have sugar. Sugar does go in indirectly in bone vita when I have it at office. Sugar does go in if they make some kind of a sweet at home, let's say for some festival, then they do add sugar. Because it doesn't, like jaggery basically gives a brownish color to certain sweets, like vermicelli, paisa and all of that. So for those things and kheer and all, you can't add jaggery, so they don't. But apart from that, ice creams. So ice creams also, there are really healthy. Sorry, my nose keeps hurting. Like it's just I'm not well, and my nose is kind of clogged and my throat as well. I hope the voice is coming through. I really wanted to put this out because one of my YouTube family people, they actually reached out to me and they wanted to know about my experience about the 30 days challenge. Was it helpful or not? So that's why I'm shooting this even though I'm not feeling well. I literally am trying my best to clear my voice and speak because I wanted this to go live very soon. So yeah, coming back. Um I yeah. So the thing about when you make these kind of paisa and everything, the color of jaggery comes in, and then it doesn't really give a aesthetic vibe to it. So when all of that is there, I do go in and eat sugar like that way. But apart from that, now we have ice creams also, which are sugar free, like the Noto ice creams and all of it. I'm not promoting anybody. This is completely unsponsored. So they have these ice creams just like the Magnum, not Magnum, like Magnum. So those ones don't have any sugar and they're pretty cool, and they're also low calorie. So you can have those things, which kind of is like a win-win here. You're ticking the cravings and you're also ticking. It just feels like sugar, but it's not. So yeah, stevia is also a very good alternative if you're trying to um, get past sugar. So yeah, that's about what's going on now. And quite honestly, I do have like a bottle of Nutella right here, and I really hope they come up with some kind of a sugar free Nutella if they can. Although Nutella is not healthy at all, I do have like a spoon or two whenever I really crave something like Nutella filled sort of a thing. Sugar can be replaced with coconut sugar and, like I said, stevia. But if you're somebody who can pass through even like having with little sugar, then go for it. It's just an addiction, you know. It's just like, I think sugar is the new smoking. Like how they say sitting is the new smoking, like that sugar is the new smoking. It's very addictive. Addiction to a cigarette or addiction to drinking or addiction to fast food is equally real as that of addiction to sugar. And I think I'm addicted to sugar and fast food. Fast, when I say fast food, it's more about the convenience of opening a packet and eating something and um, replenishing that hunger that you keep getting, versus actually going to the kitchen and sitting down there and chopping some vegetables and making a stir fry. Like, that's pretty much it. It's that saving of time and doubling on the laziness. It's like you're fueling your laziness by reaching out to the packet of chips. And I'm trying, okay, but it's not easy. Like, it's never easy. And yeah, I really I'm thinking of coming up with like another know something challenge. Like, I'm not gonna say what it is because I haven't thought about it yet, but when I have decided, it will definitely be there on the YouTube channel. And another thing which I wanted to say before I leave is, when you order food from outside, I would say just think a little more, because I used to be somebody who just orders based on what my stomach and my brain is asking. Like, I don't think too much, you know. Even if I'm going to Starbucks today, let's say I'm going, I just order whatever I want to. I don't think too much. I'm not thinking that is it good for me or is it bad for me or is it having too much of calories or it's not. But now I do think, because ultimately it's your body, one and only body. And I've seen a lot going on at home now, and after all of these experiences, personally, I feel that it's too much. It's really too much. So yeah, let's not deviate from the topic. I really hope this video was helpful to you guys. I urge you guys to try your own set of challenges, and then maybe even like have an accountability partner like mine is all of you. I'll see you guys very soon in my next video. Until then, stay tuned, hit the like button if you liked this video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more such content. Lots of love to all of you. Bye and take care.